So last time, from now on, you know the definition of a network, the component of a network, mm, all these things. The cabling. We're going to do that again. We know the different type of networks, and we did the switch, what a switch is, the mode, the mode. So always we're going to do revisions. The day we meet physically on Saturday the 27th, we'll do that again. The user mode, privilege mode, config mode. You know that. Yeah. And after that, we did the OSI, the 7 layers of OSI, physical data link network transport session. So today we're going to cover a bit layer one. Layer one. So to cover layer one, layer one is the physical layer. So I'm going to show you. So the physical layer is anything relating to cabling and the media, anything related to media. We know that media, we have three. We have a physical network cable, the wireless, and the fiber. Anything related to the media. Anything related to the media falls in the physical layer. So if I go down and I show you this, so this one is very important for any IT engineer to know. The reference model, OSI, we have 7 layers. You should know the description of each. So we're going to start with the physical layer. So the physical layer, I made it very simple for you. The physical layer, anything related to media, anything related with cables. So we have a normal network cables, we have a fiber. So what I'm going to do? We have a fiber, and what else do we have? We also have a wireless. So the network is organized in many layers. It's just a logical organization. So the physical layer, layer one, is related to anything related. So that's all. Now inside, we're going to study the network cable. How many types? Network cable. You see? So the network cable, how many types do we have? And what? So here the main thing to understand is, yeah, that's all. So now if I open chapter 4 physical layer, so please confirm that you can see my screen, you can hear me properly. Okay, so you can hear me properly, it's fine. We continue. So physical layer. Okay, you can read this one, very important. So if you have a PC who need to connect to internet, that PC should get a network interface card. One second. A network interface card. So the connection should be wireless, network cable, wireless. And yeah, so any device, if you want to communicate, you need a network interface card. Or the NIC. Yeah, so it's something like that. So without that network interface card, you cannot connect. You cannot use your network cable, because this one, this cable, you need to put it. You need to connect to a network interface card in your PC, and the other end you connect it to a switch. So Saturday 27, we're going to do some demo. So your PC need a network interface card, so that you see here, you put the network cable, the RJ45, the end. This end here is called RJ45. You take it and you plug inside here. So there is one for network cable and there is one for wireless. If you want to use wireless on your laptop, you need also a wireless. Nowadays, when you purchase a PC or a laptop, everything is in already. Okay, I'll give you what is most important. Yeah, a bit of physics here, forget about it. Yeah, so for cable, we have three types. Okay, we have, let's say, three families. UTP and shield, you see it not protected. Compared to here, we can say protection. STP is the most used because, yeah, it's well protected, more secured. This one, like a DSTV stuff or the old TV antennas. But normally in network, in the company, we use a lot STP. Yeah, okay, all this stuff you can, these are the wireless, all these connectors, each pin, each pin, you see, each pin will go in these things. So if I put it, which one is not quite same, I'm to find one for you. So we're going to insert all these pins in these RJ45 things. Yeah, so here, for example, you see. So all these pins, we put it in the RJ45 connector, you see. So if you want to build a network cable, we need to do something like that. I'll check later at a later stage if I can buy an equipment for us to build a network cable. Yeah, so if you have a STP cable inside and you have some pins, and this pin you insert in the RJ45 stuff. Coaxial cables like DSTV, we use a lot also in America. Yeah, all these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put them in this guy. Then we get it. We get this. So if we do the labs, if you do something like that, it's not good. But if the green stuff is inside, it's well secured, then we can properly. So we'll do some demo on that. Now, when you have a network cable like that, we have three types. We have a straight through cable, and we have the crossover cable and the console cable. So how it is, I'm going to show you. Straight through cable, if you have one end, it means what? Let me go back and show you something more interesting. Yeah, so this is my network cable, for example. So how will you identify this one? This one is a console cable, a straight through cable, or a crossover cable. You take this end, you see the color, and also take the other end. Then you compare the colors. Then you compare the colors. So if in one hand it's this white, green, green, white, what if the colors are the same at RG45A and RG45B, we say it's a straight through cable. So you see here, for example, you have white, green, here it's something different. So automatically, it's not a straight through cable. Because a straight through cable, if you have this range of colors in one hand of the RG45, the other hand should have the same order of color. Then we say it's a straight through cable. The both ends, we have the same number of colors. A console cable or a console cable or a rollover cable, it's the opposite of a straight through cable. So if you have this order for a console cable, it will be opposite. So here, 8 will start here, 7 will come here. So we'll see that the day we meet for 127. On Saturday 27. How to identify a console cable, a rollover cable, and and straight through cable. So straight through cable, crossover cable, and console cable. So if I go up, is it here? Yeah. So you see here, straight through cable, the order of the color is the same. White, orange, white, orange, orange, full orange, white and green, white and green. You see, blue. So if this order, one here is the same like one that side, two here is the same, everything is in the order is the same, we say it's a straight through cable. If it's opposite, if this one is white and this one end by black, this one will be the opposite. It's like you turn it. So here, the last one is black. Here, the first one should be black. If number 8 here is blue, here number 2 will be blue. It's a roll of it, like we turn it, we twist it. So if you have a cable that is not a straight cable, it's not a console cable, automatically it's a crossover cable. So if you go in your NetAcad, you also see that there. Let me log on. Yeah, so this chapter 4 is about the physical layer of OSI, layer 1. So the physical layer, it's anything related to the cabling of the media. Remember the OSI model? So chapter 4 is about the physical layer, layer 1. And in layer 1 is anything related to the media. The physical network cable, fiber cable, and wireless. So now if you go to your course, go to chapter 4. No, I'm saying IT essentials, no. Go to chapter 4. Yeah, you'll see you must read the introduction. Anyway, is related to, yeah. And then here we're going to explain a lot of stuff and the cabling. If you see all this mathematics stuff, you can skip, it's fine, or can read once. So chapter 4, you should know your cables. What is UTP, STP? What is a coaxial cable? Now in STP, we have straight through cable, console cable, and crossover cable. So maybe next month, yeah, I'll try to find another day while we could do these things. Okay, so after that, you have a fiber. Fiber also, we have two groups. We have what you call the single mode fiber and the multi-mode fiber. This one is more expensive, but more reliable, more powerful than this one. So it's long distance, but here the speed is very fast and also, so we have two types of fiber. You can check. And also the connectors are different. We have many type of connectors. Where can you use the fiber? In a company, your ISP, fiber to home, and submarine network cables. So you should know your cables. We have so these are the connectors. So if you don't know fiber cable, you can Google it or go to YouTube. Fiber cable. Yeah, this is fiber cable, how it is, all this. So at the end, the connectors, we have four types, like this one. We have four types. Let me see an example of these four types of connectors are here. You have ST connectors. You don't know to memorize and no, you just have a look, that's all. SC connectors, it depends on what port, what kind of port your device can support. If your device can support LC connectors, you use it. If you can support ST, so we have four. Mostly it's these guys. So it depends. It depends on your. Yeah, these are some examples. So usually the yellow one is for single mode, and the orange is for multi-mode. So now if you need to compare a network cable and a fiber cabling, fiber is more reliable, more powerful, can support longer distance. So you can read this one quick and we continue. So I'll post the questions that will help you for this chapter a bit later. And also the recording, I'll also put in WhatsApp group. Okay, I think that's all for this chapter. Now wireless, we'll have a chapter on wireless in CCNA3. So wireless, we know all what is Wi-Fi. I'll show you something. So if your laptop or your PC want to use a Wi-Fi, your PC Wi-Fi network or wireless network interface card. You see, so if your PC needs to use Wi-Fi or your laptop, we need such thing. But nowadays everything is included. You don't need to buy and insert. But 20 years ago, you have to buy it. You build your own PC in the old days. Yeah, so Wi-Fi, what can we learn? Nothing special for now. For wireless media, yeah, we all know what Wi-Fi is. You can just read. We have some standard to organize how Wi-Fi can be built. We have Wi-Fi. It's for a LAN. It means a wireless LAN, or in a company or in a classroom. So, short range, the coverage. So we have a difference between wireless and Wi-Fi. Wireless, it's a family of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, WiMAX, and Zigbee. But because we are used to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, if you want to transfer something from your phone to your PC, shorter distance, 1 to 100 meters, it depends. WiMAX is for kilometers, it's big for huge cities. And Zigbee we don't use here in Africa, we use in America, but we most use is Wi-Fi because of the distance. So if you want to use Wi-Fi, you need what we call access point and wireless interface card. So at your home, you can get a Wi-Fi router, and if you work in a company, on top of the company and the ceiling, you'll see access point. So we have a chapter for that we'll do later, access point. Yeah, it's something like that. That we put on the ceiling, you see. So that all the cell phones will get connected to it. And this guy is connected to a switch. We switch to a router, and the router go to internet. So you see here, for example, all your devices in your company, we put an access point to send the signal. You see. Then this access point is connected to a switch. We switch to a router, router internet. So if you want to use Wi-Fi, you need two things: your wireless interface, network interface card, and your access point. So you'll get time to read that in your NetAcad. Yeah, so that's all for this chapter. Anything else? It's just yeah, some other information. That's all. You have a nice summary at the end here. What did I learn? So chapter 4 is about physical layer, layer 1 of OSI, anything related to a media. In the media, we have a physical network cable, we have a fiber cable, and a wireless. Physical network media, physical network cable, we have STP, UDP, and the other one is, I even forgot, coaxial. Now, if we take the STP, we have straight through cable, console cable, and crossover cable. We'll do a lot of revisions, so the first time it seems strange, but yeah, we'll get used to know what it is. Yeah, so if you want to connect, we use the straight through cable if you want to do such connections. So you can compare when to use a straight through cable or when to use a crossover cable. Okay, and the rollover cable or the console cable, we use it for basic configurations. You connect your laptop to your switch and you do your host name and all this stuff. Then we remove it. This cable doesn't stay. We configure and we remove. Cable that the normal network cable that stays connected to your switch, and it's this one. So that's all for today, guys. So I'll post the questions a bit later. So physical layer, media. So next time we'll do a quick revision for students who didn't attend. Then we're going to do layer number 2, data link layer. Anything related to a switch, we're going to study. After that, we study layer number 3, the network layer. Anything related to a router. What is a router? What can we do with a router? And all this stuff. So step by step. Any questions before we close? Okay, so if no questions, have a good evening. I'm going to post the recording tomorrow and also the questions tomorrow. Keep well and have a good evening, guys. Thank you.